Tiny Tots TV.
Once upon a time, the king had 12 beautiful daughters. These 12 princesses lived all together in a big, beautiful room. The king protected his daughters with heart. He did not even allow them to go out. But every morning, they would wake up. The shoes of the princesses would all be worn out as if they had danced all night long. The king had to buy his daughters new shoes every day. Neither king nor his men in his castle could solve the mystery shoes. The king said, "Whoever solves the mystery of my daughter's shoes will get to marry you, whichever daughter of mine he chooses to become my son-in-law, and get to be the king. But he has 3 days and 3 nights to solve it, otherwise he will spend his life in prison." Many men in the kingdom, and even princes from other kingdoms, came to the castle, but none of them could solve the mystery. Finally, a good-hearted young man also wanted to give it a shot, and so he made his way to the castle. On his way, he met an old lady who asked him for a piece of bread as she was hungry. He gave all his food to the old lady, and in return, she gave a magical cape to him. She also asked him not to drink what the princesses give him. The first night, the young man forgot about the old lady's warning and drank the juice that the princesses gave and fell asleep. The second night, the youngest princess came with juice. The young man drank the juice without thinking, as he was very tired of standing a long time guarding the room. Once again, he fell asleep. The next morning, he woke up and remembered the old lady's words. It was the last night, and the princess came with a glass of juice, but the young man was aware now. He took the glass from her, and when the princesses left, he threw it in the pot near him and went to bed pretending to be sleepy. At midnight, he wears the invisible cape and went to the princess's room, where he saw 12 princesses dressed beautifully. The eldest princess moved her bed and clapped 3 times. A secret passage opened. One by one, all the princesses walked through the staircase, and the young man followed them. The stairs lead to the forest where the trees were of silver. The young man broke a branch and kept it. After a long walk, they stopped by the edge of the river. In the river, there were 12 boats with 12 princes in them. All the princesses got into the boat, and the young man got onto one of the princess boats. They crossed the river and came to a big, shiny castle. All the princesses went into the castle and started to dance. The young man followed them. The princesses danced till their shoes wore out. The young man took a golden cup from the castle. The princesses danced till morning. Then they got onto the boat, crossed the river, and walked through the forest, and finally walked the long staircase and came back to the castle. The young man was happy as he solved the mystery. The next morning, the king asked him about the mystery, and the young man told him everything. The king at first couldn't believe him, but when he showed him the silver branch and golden cup, the king knew he was telling the truth. The king kept his promise and granted him to marry his daughter. The young man asked the youngest princess to marry him, and they lived happily ever after.